Some good Chinese manufacturing data did provide a boost to global share markets. The US also announced on Friday that their third quarter economic growth had come in at 0.5% growth over that quarter, or basically 2% on an annualized basis. This was slightly higher than most expected and also indicates that a double-dip recession is now looking less likely. There will be some further volatility for markets over this week as the US Fed will be meeting and will likely be discussing further quantitative easing. Other central banks are also indicating that they may look at something like this. The Japanese have brought their meeting forward 2 weeks and will also be looking at further quantitative easing for their economy. There is likely to be plenty of activity coming from across the Tasman on Tuesday. First off, and most importantly, will be the Melbourne Cup. Second, of course, will be the Reserve Bank of Australia's announcement on their overnight cash rate. It is currently sitting at 4.5%, and most market commentators are split as to whether we will see an increase or whether it will remain on hold. We are expecting it to remain on hold for the time being. Currency markets are likely to be fairly volatile through this week, with the US Fed meeting to discuss further quantitative easing measures. These two major events could provide some volatility for currency markets if they don't meet market expectations. The currency has lifted over the past 24 hours and is currently sitting at 76.60 against the US dollar, 47.80 against the pound, and well over 55 against the euro. New Zealand lamb schedule prices continue to be very strong and are averaging at around $6 per kilo. International markets are also looking good, with demand continuing to be very strong. While there are some positive fundamentals for the international market, we have been fairly cautious about expecting too much out of lamb markets in the coming year due to a slowdown in the international economic environment, as well as our major market being the UK going through some fairly major structural reforms in terms of their economy. However, international prices are very strong and are looking pretty good right through this season. For this reason, we are expecting to see scheduled prices be strong through this coming season and also average higher than last year levels.